Hello and konnichiwa, it's the Mega 76 back at it again with the review for our RX-93 entry grade V Gundam. So, got the kit right here. And what we're going to do, just moving a bit closer here, we've got our kit right in the middle with all the accessories and stuff and things and items and bits and bobs, and our wonderful kit right here. What we're going to start by doing is going over the quality, and I'll give that a final rating after we've gone through the quality on this. So, fairly heavy, I'd say. For a entry grade, it's heavy, it's big, very big compared to your regular kit. I mean, wow, like double the size at most, I'd say. It's quite good on quality. Plastic, not really many blemishes at all, no visible marks from where we built it and clipped off the parts, not really any visible plastic remnants except for maybe here on the leg, but that doesn't really bring anything down. It's actually quite a good quality in my opinion. So getting to the end of this quality segment, I'm going to rate it, and I'll put the ratings up again at the end of the video. I'm going to say that the quality is average quality. So let's get into the build enjoyment now. So when I was building it, like building the main parts of it before the stickers, I'd say it was quite fun. Piecing everything together, it starts off strong. We got a lot done at once, so I think it was a quick build, which kind of brings it down, but I'd say overall pretty average build. Nothing outstanding, but nothing that really ruined it. But I'm a little bit annoyed about that sticker on the shoulder. But I think it does look cool like that. So I don't really mind as much. The build was fairly easy, I reckon. So putting the accessories together wasn't boring or anything. I mean, putting this together was a bit boring, but nothing too problematic with it, I'd say. That the build enjoyment is average. Alright, so now we're going to look more towards the aesthetics, so the design, like how it looks. So I'm going to start by bringing us in close and personal with the head. Yes, I've pulled off the neck part, but that lets us get right close and personal with the head. So the eyes entirely colour separated, the shadows all done by just points in the light. So the way you hold it in the light, I'll move my light. Easier to see here. You can see those eyes are entirely colour separated in there. That head fin is nice. I like the head fin on that. The chin's colour separated. There's no colour in the back camera because those are head cams. no colour in the back head cam, but the front does have that green that the eyes have. So, overall, the head's done quite well. All the panels look good. So, that looks alright. Plug that back in now, shall we? Now let's pull off the arms and the lower torso here and get a look at that body. So, we've got colour separated chest parts. So the red and the yellow and orange. Is that orange or yellow? I'd say that's yellow. And all the blues and the whites. They're all their own colour and they're all separated individually. So I like that. The backpack looks good except for that gap in the middle. I do think that that really takes away from the design a little bit. But I think that's where you plug in the shield. I don't entirely know. In that bit here. Is that where? There we go. You can see it a little better now. Like that bit. Why is there the gap in the middle? I have no idea. It might be to fit in the shield, so turn it this way. It might plug in. No, it doesn't even plug into here. It's too. It's not. So, no idea what that gap in the backpack is for, and I don't really like it, but that's the only real problem I have with this back and the body, really. This bit is fine, the blade holder bit is alright, and yeah, I'd say that looks pretty good. Let's get in the arms. I'm going to use this one because it's a bit different. They're asymmetrical because this has the sorry, this has the shoulder sticker on it, and it's got the underarm part where the shield can attach, like, plug it in like that, so the shield attaches to that. The only thing is, to have the shield like to the side of the arm, you have to turn the arm sideways, which I think is really annoying because I hate the joint going in. Like, where if you want the shield on the arm, like on the side of the arm, but you also want the arm going out like that. So, if you want something more like, if you wanted something like that, like, you can't do that because the connection don't work. And I think that's really annoying. And then the other arm just has no sticker and flat. No sticker, flat. So, the other arm's fairly boring, really. So, putting the light up a bit. Then let's get to the entire lower body. This all colour separated, I really like that. So, the colour separation is pretty good. Legs also all colour separated, and these fins do cover up the jet boosters quite well, and they don't get in the way. They do a little bit when posing, but I'll get to that in a minute. And really, doesn't look too bad. Let's pop that all back together and give our aesthetics a final rating with all the accessories equipped. I would say that this figure, or kit really, is average on aesthetics. I mean, it looks good. Nothing looks really outstanding. Again, it's all just your average kit, really, in many ways. So now we're going to get into the articulation segment of this video. So I'm going to show you all the joints, how far they go, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some poses and then some size comparisons. And I'll take these pictures after I've filmed the video, because you guys don't really want to see me do posing on video, do ya? So the head, it's on a double ball joint neck, so can look really far up, not as far in the down motion. Pop off the legs so it's easier for you to see what I'm doing with the head. So looks quite far up, looks quite far down, well, not as far down. Side to side tilt gets a fairly decent range. You can go all around, and then you can turn it all the way, and you get all the range you want in the head, except for maybe looking down. They could have done with a bit more of that, but really, looks down, can't see much because, well, the eyes are more just aesthetics. The camera's really up there, so the pilot would only be able to see about that much. And then we get into the shoulder joints. They're on a ball joint, but also a hinge, so they can go up a bit more. That's about how far the hinge goes on the shoulder joint. Then we've got the shoulder pad moves on its own, so that wiggles about. Then the bicep, full 360 rotation. Single jointed elbow goes a little bit over 90. Wrists on a ball joint, but because of the way it's mounted, you can only get the swivel out of it. You can't really get much of the forward to back kind of motion. It's mostly swivel on that. If I plug back in torso, it's the only way to show you this, but ab crunch, not bad. Ab crunch, not the best. Back crunch, not as bad. I feel like this here really gets in the way of the ab crunch. And then we've got our waist joint, which our waist is actually on a ball joint, so we can get all the range we want out of it, but mostly stick to a swivel. Then for the lower half here, we've got these can move out the way. So these side can only go up to here, and this forward one can go up to there. Then kick forward that far, only back about that far, out to the side about that far. Then we've got thigh swivel, if that all, there we go, thigh swivel. Double knee, I think. Knees go about, yeah, double knee to about there. Then we get to the foot, it's on a double ball jointed ankle mount, so you can get side to side and then back and forward. More forward than back on the ankles, but it's still quite good in that regard. The accessories make it look more dynamic in some poses, I say. Like the shield, like all the shield poses, that sort of thing. So, overall, articulation, I'd say, is also pretty average and nothing really outstanding. It's probably the leg, the side and back leg movement and the single elbows that ruin it for me. But honestly, not bad at all. Now, to show you guys some size comparisons, we've got our boy RX-93 entry grade right here. I'm only going to do 2 size comparisons because I couldn't really I didn't want to get all my kits off my shelf. So, we're going to grab the previous kit we did, the high grade RX-78 2 Earth Colour version, which is a lot smaller next to this guy. Got about an inch in height above it, and this is similar scale to most of the other kits that you can get. So this is really big. Like, I looked at it and I was like, surprisingly big. And then other comparison, we've got our Bandai Figurized Standard new spec version Goku, who is a tiny bit taller. My camera's at a weird angle, sorry about that. Can't really. There we go. You can see he's just a tiny bit taller in that regard. So that was size comparison, and I'll put up some images of some poses I've managed to get with this on screen right about now. Alright, let's get into the going back over all the specs and giving you guys a final rating. So we said quality, average, build enjoyment, average, aesthetics, average, and articulation, average. So overall, that makes this kit a 3-star kit. Everything average. I feel like I might be a bit harsh with the ratings here, but I'd say for this, everything average. So that's it for this review. Tune in next week, check the shorts, because it will be another kit reveal for next week. And then the week after we'll actually get that kit, but starting building it. So, until next time, goodbye.